A reminder of just how great this dual threat player is. No player in the FBS played more snaps last season than Travis Hunter at nearly 1,500. His 15 receiving touchdowns were tied for the second most in the FBS, and it set a new Colorado single-season record. He also forced 27 missed tackles on his receptions. He did all this while also picking off 4 passes and allowing just 1 touchdown in coverage. It's truly remarkable. We're going to run out of adjectives to describe this guy. I firmly believe that. But Field, what did you make of Hunter's workout today?
First of all, Laura, it was great to see him out there running routes alongside Shedeur Sanders because, of course, if there's a single player in the draft who has nothing to prove, it is Travis Hunter. Hyperbole is a word that we use often during the pre-draft process because there's a lot of it. I'm not sure we can exaggerate the brilliance of Travis Hunter. I have not seen this player in person previously. There are no pads on, but the way that he moves is unlike any other athlete that I have ever seen. Smooth, sudden, running routes. By the way, he went no gloves today and had no problem catching the football from Shedeur Sanders. It's all effortless here from Travis Hunter. We can debate whether he belongs at wide receiver or corner until April 24th arrives, and then for the next 4 months after that. The bottom line is, based off what we saw at wide receiver today, he merits #1 player in the draft consideration, even if he never takes a snap as a defensive back in the NFL.
Yeah, it's hard to really describe the kind of athlete that he is. Look, I got to play with Deion Sanders. I was in Washington when we had Champ Bailey. I got to play with Charles Woodson. So those are 3 guys right there, or rather, yeah, all 3 of them plus Travis Hunter are all dual threat guys. All 4 of them are two-way players. Travis is probably the most fluid of them all, is the guy who has the most gracefulness of them all. And honestly, look, his hand-eye coordination is something that just can't be taught. There's nothing that you can do in order to develop the kind of hand-eye coordination this guy has. And when you watch him, you understand that you're looking at someone that has just uniquely been blessed by a higher power than any of us can really understand. And that's not being hyperbolic about it. That's just being honest. And I've seen these other guys up close and in person and played with them. He moves differently than all of them, and that's why really you have to consider. That's why Deion says that he is him.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, the interesting thing, and Travis would tell you, he fully expects to play on both sides of the ball at the next level. In your mind, though, is he a two-way player in the NFL?
Oh, there's no question about it, but he would be the starting wide receiver point for me. I think this young man's receiver skill set-wise is like Larry Fitzgerald and Justin Jefferson together. Lou is talking about the hand-eye, the ball, the ability to go track the football, the body control that we've become accustomed to with Larry Fitzgerald, the way that he can make contested catches, the way that he is so smooth in his routes. And then when he gets into his hands, it's this long strides of Jefferson. I know there's the receiver or DB thing. The way I look at it is this. When I watch his tape, there's no way that you could tell me I don't want to force the ball to him 12 times a game. I just want to get the ball in his hands 12 times a game.
Interesting.
As a defensive back, I could take you out of games at sometimes. You know, just the way that I can formation and run it and whatnot. And so I think there's packages of, hey, we're playing man coverage. Go play some man coverage. But he'd play wide receiver for me, and I'd get him the ball 12 times a game minimum.
See, Dan, that's fascinating because most teams I've talked to do see him as a cornerback first. The Browns are an anomaly. If they take him too, they see him as a wide receiver. But multiple execs have pointed this out, that he could be a top 10 to 15 wide receiver, but he will be the very best cornerback in the NFL in 2 to 3 years if he focuses on that position. Now, teams are trying to figure out, okay, if you draft him at corner, we would have a package for him at the very least on offense to figure that out, but they're grappling with how to do that logistically because there's so many details in the NFL. Offensive, defensive meetings a lot of times are at the same time.
Formations, shifts,
on a Wednesday.
motions, routes. Yeah. There's a lot of detail.
It's really tough.
Not that there isn't on defense, but.
I will say he is fully committed not only on the physical side, but the mental side. He thinks he's capable of that. So we'll see what happens when he ends up getting drafted.